It's Radio Skid Row. Skid Row.
Nice, Eddie.
It's Radio Skid Row
That's a good start.
88.9 and you're listening to Good Smoke.
That was a false start.
Remember that number 95509552. Also radioskidrow.org and goodsmoke.com.au.
We've got a dope show planned.
Are you Jade?
Jade, I'm hella Jade. For some reason, I don't really get nervous on shows. And, you know, we've been doing this for a while, but I'm getting the cold sweats. I don't know if it's that coffee I had beforehand, but or it might be the like, who's in the studio, bro? Like, it's a bit hot in here.
Yeah, I know.
I'm glad the footage is not me. I'm going to start getting
There's
sweat
more people
patches
in the building today, and got a special guest. Before I introduce her, remember that number 95509552. Check out our links. Also, the support links at radioskidrow.org and for all that good stuff. How you been, Breno?
I've been chill, man, and just continue on that. If people want to listen to the show, and I don't know, sometimes the reception isn't the best, whatever car you're in, or I don't know, it's community radio. We don't always get the best reach out there. But if you want to check us out online, you can go to radioskidrow.org. There should be a little media player toggle up the top. Just press play on that, and it's live, like, so you can listen online. Or just tune in the app, internet radio. Whatever you do, go to Google, tune in internet radio, and then just search us up. Radio Skid Row 88.9, 2RSR, or whatever I don't know. It's not going to come up as Good Smoke yet, soon in the future. But yeah.
All right, today, ladies and gentlemen, you know how we like it here. We like hip hop and we like all music, but you know, hip hop is
locals.
Yeah, good, and before us is Local Flow, so you know we like that.
We kind of overflow from whatever he's doing.
Exactly. So today, in the building, is a special guest. I know him personally. He's friends with my brother as well. Little family connection. Maybe could be a future brother-in-law. We never know. It's Motherland in the building. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Yeah. I forgot the thing today, bro. I forgot.
You forgot the.
Yeah.
What do you mean? You don't have the clapper thing?
No.
The audience. I'll do it. But we got a live audience in the studio today,
and we got others in the building as well.
Yeah, they brought the entourage.
Eventually, you.
Hey, before you guys get into yourselves, who do you got in the studio with you today?
We got in the blue. We got Deagle.
Deagle? What's happening, Deagle?
We got Maya.
Maya.
And we got Desi.
Desi, what's doing, Desi? And they connected in what way? Support?
They're a small part of the Motherland clan. So we got a couple other lads and that out there that are just at home. I know they're listening in. So
okay,
shout out, boys.
Perfect. So we got Pleaser and Buddha
out in Penrith.
Yeah, out in Penrith. That's Penrith 2750 shit. Amy Plains.
So as a representative of Motherland right now, we got Pleaser and Buddha in the house. What's going? And it's a collective of how many people?
Man, at the moment, our team that we have now is probably about 6 or 7 people. But in terms of rapping and who's actually doing whatnot, it's me and Pleaser at the moment. We're sort of out there making music, but. We got the fam there. They support in every way they can. We got a couple boys doing cover art and stuff for us. I know Desi's. Everyone's got aspirations to have a role in the team at some point. It's just that everyone's working towards making it come alive at the moment.
Everyone seems hella creative, bro. I've been keeping up.
The juices are flowing.
It seems dope. It seems like he's doing something amazing over there.
Yeah,
I don't know, over there in Penrith.
Over there in West.
Yeah. If you check out our Facebook, we got a link there. They got their SoundCloud up there, and you can check out their music. And I'm going to play some of their music as we go through the show as well, so they can explain what the meaning of it. In their music, they got a lot about life and people's struggles and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Let's just start off how did this all start, Motherland, or even just hip hop? How did it come in your life, and then how did Motherland open up?
You kick it off, bro. You're the original.
So basically,
you can pull the mic next to you, so you don't have to lean over. So you look good for the camera too,
Easy. So basically, back in 2014, my brother passed away, and he used to make music, he used to rap and whatnot. Okay. And after he passed away, I sort of was a bit lost with my life, and I didn't know what to do with myself. So I thought I took it upon myself, and I was like, maybe I'm gonna have to do this for him because he's not around to do it anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So took it upon myself, and I started making music with a local boy. His name's Sut from Mvthalvnd. Shout out Suddy.
Shout out Suddy.
We started from there, and I met a couple of people along the track, but I didn't really click with them in terms of music. I always had my boys there from Emu and that, but in terms of music, there wasn't anyone that really clicked with me. So through a song and through a cover art, I linked up with Deegs over there in the blue. He sent me cover art, and then after that, we got together and started creating, brainstorming, and then this bloke come along, and then after that, it's just been what it is now.
Yeah, it's just Wasn't really much. We started off as mates, really, man. Like me, Desi, me, Bailey, Carl, we were all mates, and then I know Des and Ray just one day it was just randomly at the mate's house, and they just like link up, we want to smoke and stuff, and obviously like we knew Ray as like a Aussie artist before and hip hop and whatnot, so yeah, we just started hanging out, and then I don't know. I originally like was a singer. It's weird. I was born on the coast and that. I probably shouldn't even be here right now. But I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It just like inspired me to start making music and stuff. And like the boys I had around me at the time were really, really like passionate about old school hip hop. You know, like you fellas, they know the old school hip hop. They know the history and that.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. We just started working together and just started creating it, and just the balls just kept rolling, and now we're
contagious,
here.
Eh?
It was
like
contagious, man. Yeah. It was contagious.
That's what I was gonna ask next. Is it? Do you find that like when you got mates around you, you're more willing to do
Easy,
it?
100%. Yeah, 100%.
Because when you're by yourself, it's like you're in your room writing whatever, and it's like, oh man, like I don't want to share this with anyone.
And you get the nerves and that, but like if you know, like you got a good group of mates who are like excited to hear your music and who know what good music sounds like, and are pushing you to make sure you want to make the best music and make sure that you're on the right track and stuff. It's all love. It's like,
that's what the best thing about. I feel like that's more out in your areas though. Out in the Greater West is like, boys seem to like back each other up when it comes to like the sort of art thing. It's like if one makes it, they all make it.
Yeah,
and
that's what it is.
See, I don't like as much as I agree with you. Like out there, there's something in the water, bro, where it seems like they're supporting each other to an extent. You know, like because I remember when we were growing up, it felt like to go out and venture after something that other people aren't doing, you were asking for it. You were just gonna get roasted. They were gonna chop you down. You know what I mean? And we've saw some cats along the way, and shouts out to them because they're still grinding and they've been putting work hard with a lot of the time. A lot of people not coming to the shows, not supporting like their own mates. A bunch of people that they don't know come and support them and shit. But they themselves don't have it, you know, like along the journey, you know. So shouts out to you guys, man, that have stuck around and just kept encouraging each other. Yeah.
There in the end, and that's all that matters. Even the boys that are home.
We've had all through different like countries.
Come to the mic. Come to the mic.
Yeah. So like you've had America, you've had UK. Now it's like Australia had that Aussie hip hop scene, but you know that just like faded away because it just died out because of basically off old school beats and that. Cause we weren't really progressing. We weren't really progressing. But now that the Aussie hip hop scene is starting to become like more modern, start using different things, start being more innovative. It's just building. So we have to start being in the eyes of people from around the world. It's our turn, you know what I mean?
Even drawing on what you fellows were saying about before, like the whole boy mentality and like not only us as friends supporting each other, like the Aussie scene where it's at now, it's even drawing on what Deegan was saying just before, like it's sort of our time to shine. I think a lot of people, not only us, have realised that, and a lot of people, not just from Western Sydney, from Sydney and around, are really starting to like appreciate each other and get together and realise like if one person's going to make it, we're all going to make it. We need to work together and we're going to give ourselves the best shot.
And so this is the thing that I find striking as well, because I don't know if it's just been out there or this generation in the sense. I'm not saying that we're hella old than you, but just the come up in the youngsters that are, and I say youngsters for no disrespect, it's there's this vibe of like, bro, do it, like there's encouraging you, you know, like where back in the day there was that sorts of stuff, but even like just think about it. I don't know if everyone knows this as a universal moment where you get one of your boys, oh, go talk that girl, and everyone else just starts paying you out while you're talking to her, so you like you drop any chance of getting her in the first place, you know what I mean? And so I feel like that was the sense, like we're so scared of putting ourselves out there because like we're not so worried about other people's ridicule, but we're worried about what's in home gonna say, you know what I mean? And unfortunately a lot of the times that's where the dream killers come from, you know what I mean? Like
it's
bro, you look like an idiot. Because sometimes they're embarrassed themselves, like, bro, I feel embarrassed, bro. I have to tell people my son's a rapper or this, you know what I mean? Like, and so it's really, really cool, man.
That's what's good about the boys, man. Like,
everyone backs each other.
Everyone backs 100%. No one gives a fuck. We know what we want to do, bro.
And the
we're
thing
gonna
is,
do it, bro.
You should value that as well. Even if you get money or whatever it is, like that's the roots of everything. You know what I mean? Like that's what builds the whole trade.
We built from the ground
up. If you cut it off from there, then you know, so stuff like that. But I was gonna say, like, imagine you never had rap or anything like that, because especially out in the Greater West, it's like, bro, it could be dead sometimes. If you never had mates and that,
even music, bro.
How do you think you'll end up? And like, do you think this is a cure for like depression and stuff like that, getting out of that dark hole?
100%. It's a body to talk, man. You know what I mean? It's like without having to tell anybody your feelings, you can write it in a song and then leave it for the people.
It's therapy, bro. Yeah, like
it's this
is like Kendrick Lamar does it like the best, in my personal opinion, does it the best like that I know. He just so like he does it so well. He just like he analyzes his perspective on his environment and what he's going through in his life, and he applies it just on a page so well, and then it shows through his music. And like me personally, I know Ray does that as well. Like I want to do the same thing. I want to sort of like convey my perspective in my music and show it to the people.
On that note, who are influences for both of you? You go first, Peter.
Yeah, definitely. I was a massive old school head. Just the boys, like they showed me the roots and stuff. So but I must say, Kendrick Lamar, he's definitely top one.
Yeah.
Mac Miller, rest in peace. He's I call that guy my dad. He's a white
There's a song you got as well that he's done already. I'll play that later. That's one of my favorites, man.
That's a heartfelt track as well.
Yeah, man, for sure, man. I love that one.
That message there. But Mac Miller. But I mean, like we got Tribe, we got Wu-Tang, like Meth specifically. I think he's my favorite rapper of all time. Just like how he flows. He's just a G, man. He just keeps it 100.
And he's still killing it, bro. Like he's got that track out with Blimey Brixton, bro.
Do you know
his verse, I'm not lying, is fire.
Not that I never lied. He's a UK rapper, Ocean Wisdom. I think they dropped the track. I think it was in the last 2 years. But it's still fire. It was last year.
It was fucking crazy.
Ocean Wisdom. I need to check that out.
He's from the UK. He can spit. He can spit. He's good.
And how about yourself, Ray?
I
got it, pleaser. Zing.
Young pleaser.
We'll beep that out like I swear to him. Hey, what about you? You know.
Honestly, I got two people I look up to within the music industry. It's so first of all, it's my brother. Which is I aspire to be what he was. And honestly, if I'm being serious, it's the black to the left, to the right of me.
You put him on show now.
For sure.
It's guy love.
He pushes me to. Yeah, he motivates me and pushes me to my limits, and
that's legit, bro.
Makes me want to excel.
Build to each other, bro.
Yeah, exactly. It's
passion for our friendship as well as the music, bro. Like at the end of the day, I don't want to be at the top of the game if he's not with me, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he's my best mate, and same for them dudes. Like I want to be on top with them. I'm doing it for them. So like that's why we I obviously want him there with me. So I'm gonna make sure he's releasing his best shit.
Me and Eddie totally understand. We've been at this for a while now together, and it seems like along the times like he's in the gutter and I'm having to drag him out, or I'm in the gutter and he's having to drag me out. You know?
And that shit happens.
And a lot of the times, like I feel like we've learnt so much about life in general because of how we've butted heads.
The hardships,
you know what I mean?
That's like we butt heads and shit, just like a little. There's nothing major. Like we're always sweet.
We're
always sweet. Like we have a drink. 10 minutes later we eat. We butt heads, man. But you just learn from that shit.
I think you have to, but I think if it's all pleasant,
you have to. You never learn.
You
never learn. That's like life itself, bro. If you go through life and everything's perfect life, you're never gonna. You're gonna be ignorant.
Do you guys ever like? And this is no like honest question, serious question. Do you guys compete on who's got a better stash?
Better stash? Oh no, he's.
What's a stash?
I don't want to be on live radio.
I knew I could feel the tension in the room. I thought I wasn't going to bring it up.
What's a stash?
His moustache.
His is definitely thicker. I grew mine first.
Shut up. It's me. No, it's me.
Oh, not that stash. No, not the stash.
Hey,
He's definitely got the girth.
Yeah, I got the girth.
Oof, now it's getting. Wow.
What are we talking about,
folks? I'm glad we have visuals for this because these guys have two killer moustaches. Okay?
Thank you.
Listen, I want to play a song and then we'll come back. We'll get rested, get a bit comfortable again.
Easy.
I got this one. It's called Good Nights. That's by Plaza.
That's the OG. That's where it all started, man.
This is the one with the video clip as well.
Yeah.
This one I like, bro. I feel like you started off at the old school beats, man.
Yeah, I did.
Eventually grown into these new beats as well.
Yeah, I did.
But I feel like that helped you.
100%. I learned from a artist. His name's XXX Tentacion. He speaks upon a good rapper will always learn the old school stuff first and then move into the new school stuff.
Yeah, I think I said that.
You got to understand your craft at the end of the day, bro. You got to understand the culture and
he was
stuff
on No Jumper on that one.
That's the No Jumper one.
But if you love it as well, that starts to happen. So it's clearly you guys love the craft.
Oh man,
that's awesome.
I fucking love the craft.
I love this song, man. This one's a good one. It's called Good Night. So it's Radio Skid Row 88.9. You've been listening to Good Smoke. We'll be back Any shout outs to anyone before you want
Shout out every mother effer.
Motherland.
2750. Shout out all the boys. Shout out my mum. Shout out my sister. Shout out every motherfucker. Let's go.
And Eddie, remember, if you want to give us a call, even when we're off the air and there's a song playing, 9550-9552.
Yeah, I think it's best that you do call while the music's playing.
digits.
So then you don't ring while the interview's going. So then we don't interview.
because we won't answer you.
Yeah, so call that number 9550-9552. Check out radioskidrow.org and goodsmoke.com. This one's called Good Nights by
Boys.
Young Pleaser. It's Radio Skid Row. 88.9. Listening to Good Smoke. If you have just tuned in, remember that number 9550-9552. Also radioskidrow.org, goodsmoke.com.au, and from there you can connect with us. If you have any questions, go to Facebook, look us up on the messenger, and just type a question or a song request. We'll be sure to take it.
If you've got any complaints, just tell them to your friends.
Yeah, exactly.
We don't care. And shouts out to Sadi, was it? Sadi gave us a call. So feel free to give us.
That was
Sabboy. Okay, they start with S. So shouts out to Sadi again because we shouted you out earlier. And Sabboy. Yeah, shouts out to you. Thanks for listening in, and feel free to call folks 9550-9552, and Eddie, back to you in the station. I'm live on scene here at Marrickville.
If you just tuned in, we've been talking to Motherland and talking about hip hop and the effects of what it could do in your life if you are in a dark hole, if you're in a bad place, this could be a good outlet for you to write down in your room, if you're feeling like no one listens to you.
Definitely.
Music could be a way that you could imprint your name out there. So let's keep going. So did you guys go to school together? Or?
Nah. No, we full didn't go to school. I went to McCarthy.
Grab the mic.
I went to McCarthy and Emu Plains.
Yeah.
That's how I met the boys from Emu. I remember.
Do you call it EMU?
Emu, Emu Plains. We're playing touch.
So when I was born, I lived like 9 years on the Central Coast, and then I moved to Penrith when I was like halfway through year 9. Anyways, so we're playing like, rep touch and stuff in school and stuff. Yeah, so we're playing on PWC team. And bro, I was like maybe 2 weeks fresh into Penrith, and I made this team just because I made it on the coast. So they just put me in, and
by default.
Yeah, by default, I suppose I just snuck in.
And for all those international listeners, touch is touch footy.
Touch footy, touch football.
What's footy though?
Yeah, footy.
What is life?
Yeah, what is such is life?
Nice.
But I just I got paired with him. And we're in the same team randomly, and we just met from there, and we got on because he beatboxed, and I was just like this kid that was amazed by someone can beatbox, and they're doing it so well in front of me. And then so we had that little interaction then, and then hadn't met each other, didn't see each other again for a while. But
can I ask just on that? Growing up, you said you weren't from around where they were from, and was your influence the same? Do you feel like you were two different people because you grew into your own? What I notice is sometimes when you get an individual like yourself, they come into another area and they kind of flourish. I felt like the area that they were in wasn't cultivating enough for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I was only young when I was about 15 when I moved out of there. But it was just two very different places. In terms of just what people were into, we were going to the beach on the weekend with my friends, or we'd go do that, or we'd go be outdoors. And then to move to Penrith and not know anyone, it was weird at first, just because the stigmas of Western Sydney and stuff as well.
Sure,
there's a lot of people that just hate on it so much, and have it just.
They don't
understand.
Rumors to go by.
Yeah, they don't understand. I was just before I moved, my friends were like, "Oh, you're gonna be a lad next year, man. You're gonna knock some chick up, man." And I was like, he's like, you're gonna be a dad and that. Yeah, just throwing all the stereotypes.
Yeah.
But I don't know. When I moved here, it was honestly completely different.
So how old's your son? But now
my son.
No,
he's currently in college. I sent him on. No, dry.
It was good.
Back where we
So
from the
about,
coast. Moving from I just it was completely different. I moved down and I met Jai. He's probably listening as well, so shout out to that man.
Shout out Jai.
Yeah, he's the first. We're all still mates. He's in Motherland as well. He's doing his thing. But he sort of just introduced me to what it was like, and it wasn't this maybe if I would have moved to Cambo and live there and just have no life. If I didn't meet the right people, it could have been different. But I met a good man.
Yeah.
good bloke,
Yeah.
and I just made good mates through it. So like it did I didn't really like directly draw influence in the terms like I reflect that in my music, but like it was just weird being like one person and then moving
so
to
long.
an area, one person for long, and then moving to an area where it was completely different. So like I didn't really go through struggles or anything, but like it was just something to reflect back on. Like obviously I had to shift my mindset, like and
discover a bit
who I am, and discover like indulge in the area and like the people that are in the area that I'm living in, and like I definitely learn off them. Like I've learned a lot. I love Western Sydney, man. Like,
yeah.
I love the coast too, but like everyone's tripping about Western Sydney, man. Western Sydney's a shit, especially Penrith.
Hey, no, Western Sydney's got that vibe. I tell you, where it's like it gets talked shit about a lot,
heaps,
but when you're out there, it's like
Genuine
it's got sick food.
Yeah.
It's got
Yeah,
nice people.
We got
bro. I
We got
swear,
food.
I got the best Uber Eats around my area. It's ridiculous. You know what I mean? It's the best.
No, but even the roads out there are mad. We always complain about the traffic
roads,
here, bro.
good
The roads
roads.
out there are like 4 lanes for one. It's like,
Northern Road pick up.
oh, right,
But
right.
other than that,
I'm
we're
telling
good.
you, yeah, no, it's good out there. But I was gonna ask, like, with also hip hop being out there, a big thing out there is footy. Like that's how you guys, that's how guys
Yeah.
met. Penrith's got a big footy.
Massive,
Yeah.
massive.
Do you feel like that's the center of Penrith there? That's how everyone meets, or? Because I just want to understand Penrith.
Yeah.
I just used to go out there to get Krispy
Wait,
Kremes
so
when it
you-
first came out. My mates
for
used
sure.
to drive
Hey,
out
so
there.
you mentioned footy and Penrith, so
Yeah.
might as well shout out the
Penrith
South Sydney
Panthers.
Rabbitohs.
Oh,
South
that's
Sydney
Sydney
Rabbitohs.
Sydney
I'll
Roosters,
just shout
yeah,
them out.
Sydney Roosters.
Hey, but yeah, no, like Eddie was saying.
Yeah, but like now that you've asked that question and like thinking about that, I can agree and I reckon
Understand, yeah.
in terms of like a lot of not gonna say popular boys, but like a lot of the main group in boys
Jocks.
at Penrith, the
Yeah.
jocks, if you will,
Yeah.
they like everyone was playing footy and like
Yeah.
there was a large crowd, like even like. If you were playing footy against some guy and you throw him out on the weekend, like you're
Yeah, you
both
just
just
like,
yeah.
okay, because you're from the same area.
team,
and
yeah,
stuff like,
or
okay,
the
mad.
boys like in the team and the age above you and whatnot. Like
Yeah.
I was the year below Ray and like all those boys, but I mean when we were still tight, like we still hung out and like drunk after games and stuff.
Man, so that would have helped you out heaps to migrate from, like, you know what I mean, to
Yeah.
not feel like that outside kid for so
Yeah.
long.
Like and, like it was helping.
Or are
just,
you
like,
still the
hobbies
new
and
kid? Are you
shit.
still the new kid?
Nah, I was the new kid. I was just like that random kid that just rocked up out of nowhere with long hair.
Just standing there looking at him.
Surfboard in hand. Where's the wave, bro?
I
Where's the
rocked
wave?
up to Penrith in my Speedos, ready.
Penrith Beach, eh?
Yeah, I got to hit up the river.
Hey, one thing that I'm hella surprised, and we mentioned it before, and of how like supportive the crew is. And
Yeah.
I got to ask a question that I'm really curious about, because I've met so many creatives. We're around artists all the time, me and Eddie, and ourselves like we got a really big group of friends, and we find that it's not easy to have the same vision, or it's not easy to get people on board of an idea. Like,
yeah.
even for instance, if I was to organize, like on the weekend, we were going to organize all the boys to go for a swim at the beach at 6:30 in the morning, just so we haven't never done it. It's gonna, and then to go for a fat breakfast in the morning, and we couldn't organize that to save our lives. You know what I mean? And how the heck do you get
we're all
people
men.
to invest their time, their effort, their money, and actually go like, I believe in this with you? Like, how does that happen?
That's just literally all through love. Yeah. Honestly, it's all through love. Like, I can say that me and the boys from Mvthalvnd don't have the same vision, but I know that 110% every single one of those boys are backing me and backing us. You know what I mean? I mean, it's sort of funny how it all works, but I mean, it works. And I can't complain about that.
Is it unorthodox at times? Like, it's like there's madness, but it works out.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, drawing on what he said, like with us, man, like I don't know how to explain it, but it just like happened. Like everyone just sort of met each other at the right times, and everyone just sort of like we all understood that we wanted, like we were creative and we wanted to do something. And like after a while, we all really got to know each other, and we all like started to love each other. We sort of knew like that. All right, this is actually what we want to do, and all of us like can do that together. We all can do work as creatives and like make something for ourselves, working together. So like, it's not like at the end of the day, you can't force someone to like
you.
you can't force
If
someone
they
to want to
don't-
do something or like want to have a vision and like work their fucking ass off to like make that happen. you just like everyone here like is just wants to do it. Like you can't force that.
Right.
So
That's awesome.
I was gonna ask about the names, man. You got Pleaser and Buddha
Pleaser.
Smoke. Let's talk about how you got those names and why.
So my name originates from my brother's graph. So he had 2 graph names. One was Weeps.
What's graph? Let's
Graph is graffiti,
Okay.
tagging, you know, all that sort of stuff.
One
Yeah,
of the
straight
elements of hip hop.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. So yeah, my name originated from his tag. I was gonna run with Weeps, but I thought maybe Pleaser suited me a bit more.
turn on the girls.
Yeah.
Young
But-
Pleaser as well.
But yeah, no, that's just originated from like love of the family, and it's more of a memory to me than anything else.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Personal.
so-
That's mad.
Yeah, it's
That's
personal.
that's laced in your music a lot as well with
Yes.
your nan, your mum,
Yeah.
your brother, and all that sort of stuff. Yeah. And Buddha Smoke, how'd you get that?
Oh man, I don't know. Originally I was Ket Montana. Like when I first started rapping.
Kid Montana?
Ket Montana.
Kent.
K-E-T.
K-E-T.
Montana.
Ket.
Yeah.
Ket
Montana.
Okay, yeah,
And,
yeah, makes sense.
That's because we just, I don't know why, all the boys just decided to call each other something, last name's Montana or whatever it was.
Yeah, 100%.
And I don't know, I changed it. I thought it would be like pointless. I don't know. I know the boys still like and stuff, but I don't. I want a name that like sort of has like a bit of meaning as well.
Yeah.
But basically Buddha. I don't know why I say Buddha, but it's Buddha.
Buddha.
So like Buddha the Awoken. So like
It's the Aussie way to say it, though.
Yeah, Buddha.
Buddha.
But yeah. So like the Awoken one. So like I don't know. I want to be a conscious rapper, and I could consider myself a conscious rapper. So like that just felt well. And then Smoke, and then there's just
And then-
so
and
much you
then-
can do with it. Buddha Smoke, like
then
with all
Good
the
Smoke,
old school
yeah.
references, like Naughty by Nature, and like they just Buddha's
Yeah,
there
yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah.
And then Buddha Smoke, because like just the bars, just smoke.
Yeah, that's right.
Just
Going back to Ray, I just want to talk about family and that, because you know, that's a big thing for me too. You know, as you know
of
as
course,
well.
Of course.
Like you said, your brother was a rapper, and like, how did he start? Like, share with his story, and then how did he influence you to get into it?
So, the way he influenced me was just having me around all the time, making beats. You know, when I was like, I think I was like maybe 9 or 10, I actually first jumped on my first track with him. And it was just like some like 2-bar line. I forget what it was now, but he still had me on there. And like,
bars, son.
Yeah, bars.
Hashtag bars.
Yeah. So yeah, no, apart from that, like, I mean, just making beats and always being around him, and his love of music sort of like grew on to me. I mean, I wasn't a big hip hop head when I was young. I was more listening to EDM and all that sort of stuff.
Sad. I mean, no, I'm just joking, idiot. I love you, idiot. I love you,
Yeah,
idiot.
so I mean, like,
Pray for please.
please.
We're
pray
doing a
for me.
vigil after 12.
But yeah, no. So later on down the track, after he passed, I sort of like grew onto all the hip hop stuff, and I wasn't really deep into the old school hip hop scene. I was more with the modern, what was happening now, and sort of like, and it also grew from like radio play, listening to like Black Eyed Peas and whatnot.
Just like mainstream hip hop.
Yeah. And then
sure.
and then slowly dabbled deeper into the whole scene, and then grew my love, and then decided to do it by myself and try and make, you know, shit become reality.
I really like that, just in like as a hip hop lover myself, like just to think like there's literally a progress that like as a lover of art can go through, and it's kind of like initially you know you have that, if it's like coffee. The first time you have a coffee, you have that mocha half strength, and you add 2 sugars in there. It's already got chocolate all over it.
up, yeah.
But by the end, like 4 years later, you're I'll get a double macchiato. You know, hold the froth or whatever. You know, like you're just into your coffee. So I feel like that's the same sort of thing. You might have in the beginning you were just on your mochas with 2 sugars.
Yeah,
it wasn't even coffee at all. But you know, it wasn't hip hop. But then it developed. You know, and
but and now like that is all I listen to is hip hop, old school, new school, the whole lot.
It's just frothing.
Yeah.
So how old was your brother when you passed?
He was 24. Yeah, he was
Wow,
24.
okay.
So yeah, he was very young, and I was very young at the time. I didn't know how to process a lot of all that stuff, but I mean, it made me who I am now, and I can't say that I'm living with any regrets.
Yeah.
Because I'm happy with where I am, and that was a massive life lesson for me.
No,
And
but
I'm
it's
strong now.
your brother, man. Like that's a good thing to hear, because I think 2-3 weeks ago we were talking about older brother, younger brother,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
relationship.
yeah.
It's good to see that he influenced.
And
you.
it's good that I got like my sister, my mum, and my dad, and all my family, my
Yeah.
cousins and whatnot. They all like, they went through the same thing as me, obviously. So we're all in it together, and
Right.
I can't express the love that I have for everybody.
Yeah, for sure.
You know
And
what I mean?
I think one thing that I think is really beautiful is the seed your brother planted. Because as a hip hop head, like, I don't know what it is. Something about it. It's like, man, I want to pass on my love of
Yes.
hip hop to my kids. Like,
Yeah,
it's weird,
same,
you know.
same.
So I want to pass it on to my little brother, and to think that, like your brother did enough that it shot you to the point where you're pursuing artistry in it now. Do you
Exactly.
understand? Where
Yeah,
some
of
people are
course.
just like, I fall in love with art. Like that to me is like, oh man, that would be wow. Like just to think that he left such a seed where there's so many people right now that probably still had their brother that loved the music, this, that, but never really, you know, like just thought of it as just an interesting thing, but
Yes.
never had it as that healing factor.
Yes,
You know what I mean?
exactly,
Like where
exactly.
it was the connecting factor, and then
Yeah.
I feel like it's really, really wonderful and beautiful that like you're carrying a mantle that you didn't even know he left behind for you, sort of
Exactly,
thing. You know what I
exactly.
mean?
And
And that's
I mean-
fat, bro.
Yeah, I'm blessed for that. I'm
Yeah.
blessed.
And what
So-
about your nan? How's your nan influenced you as well?
Just like, I mean, she didn't really influence me in the whole music
Yeah,
side
but
of
in
things.
general,
She just influenced me to like appreciate life, appreciate elderly people.
Yeah.
Make sure you always help someone.
Yeah.
You know, like having a handout to give to someone is always better than having a handout to grab.
Man, I'm gonna put your soft, because I noticed this before, and we didn't mention your nan before, but you got a soft-spoken nature to about, and shouts out to your nan for leaving that on you. 'cause
Yeah,
that's key, bro. Nans
Yeah.
are the best.
Yeah.
That's,
100%.
I'm a big lover.
As
of
we were saying, we'll
Shout
talk
out,
about nans.
names.
Nangs.
Names.
Hello.
We're talking about nans anyway. Names. Motherland and the whole the way it's spelled. How'd that come about as well?
Okay, so the name originated from literally because weed is grown from Mother Nature.
Oh, okay.
And
A little closer to it.
I mean, it wasn't anything too specific. We didn't really like. It literally happened in like 15 minutes. We thought about the name. We went through a couple of names and we were like, yeah, and then we were just like, okay.
You say that in the song.
Yeah, we were just like,
There's definitely,
Motherland, it's got a ring to it.
formed a good,
Yeah, 100%. There's a meaning
definitely,
behind it now.
We sort of like, we thought of it in the moment and we're like, all right, well, how can we apply it?
It was
Like,
just
you know
a
when you
flippant
just say
decision. Yeah, it was
something?
just a
You know
flippant
when you
decision.
say
Yeah.
something, you're like, that sounds like, for some reason,
It's sunk in.
I feel like that's right. Like,
Yeah.
that's the right name. Like, we both sort of had that idea. And, like, just sort of what we carved out of it, we just basically, like, obviously, like, in reference to, like, Ray being Indigenous and stuff as well. So we sort of applied it to, like, the motherland and how that's used. But also, like, the fact that, like, not really, like, like, we draw off everything. Like, we are the motherland. Like, we draw off everything and, like, we aspire to be everything. Like, that's hidden in our versatility and stuff as well. Like, we want to try do as much as we can and, like, let everything inspire of us and sort of learn and give
People can
at
grow
the
off you
same
and stuff
time.
like that.
Yeah, we can learn of all these people and, like, hopefully one day so many people can learn from us and stuff.
Man, and what I found, again, I'm going to use the word beautiful. I'm losing descriptive words here, Eddie. Is like
7-3.
Motherland. As soon as I heard it, there was this sense of like, dang, these guys are doing it for me. As an Australian,
just like,
I felt like,
I got that.
I felt like you
indigenous
guys like, and it's weird because like me and Eddie coming up with this show and just the creative ventures that we've had, we brainstorm names often. We have in the past, you know, and I think if we had stumbled upon Motherland, we would have used it for something,
Yeah,
just
for
because
sure.
it like
it's got a nice. It's
it
just like,
encapsulates that thing where it feels
Yeah.
like you're. It's not like It feels like that, you know, that story where you go, a leader isn't someone that points the way. I mean, that tells people go over there, but one that goes follow me and leads.
Yeah.
It feels
Yeah.
like one of those things where it's not like saying we're the best artists. It's saying like, hey, we're from there. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? So
yeah.
it's like
Yeah, yeah.
We
pointing
are
where
you.
you're from
We're
as
all
a point.
human.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
So that's really
fully.
cool. I thought that was it felt like it was resonating with like the people's champ sort of thing.
Yeah. We sort of like obviously like we have like future plans to build and stuff, but it's more of an inclusive title and stuff. Like when Motherland was when we were sort of like first briefing it and like really sculpting what it's gonna be. Like we always had like an inclusive sort of nature towards it. Like anyone is like smart enough or like us enough to understand what we're doing and to appreciate and like you guys. I feel like you guys are in Motherland.
Yeah.
But I mean, if anyone's like us enough or like smart enough to appreciate what we're doing, then you guys are Motherland as well. Like it's it's not that just what we stand for personally. It's like what us and like all of our friends and like everything. Just how the world, like what we stand for. Like,
that's the same here.
It's not just a group. It's everybody.
Yeah.
Collective.
It's a collective. It's you know, if you're a creative, then jump on board.
Yeah.
That's
it's like a branches in the tree. Yeah,
100%.
Because you could have an art section to yourself.
A branch, and that's what we are.
And that's why we have Willow Tree.
Yeah, Willow Tree.
Willow Tree is the first hit.
Yeah,
hey, but I thought, like, I don't know, bro. Like, just it looks dope, Motherland. I just I don't know. I'll get into little
It's got
things
that little ring
afterwards.
to it.
Yeah, it's got it, and just like with the V's,
The spelling,
that was random. That was full
works
random.
for street, like hand signs. It works for hand signs. So like the M, because Motherland. So you can,
M.
you know what I mean.
You
Even you guys could do like you could. Just do
the
this.
V.
Exactly.
We got so much
That's for
room to
visual.
grow. We got so much room to grow.
Everybody doing their own.
But talking about one thing you guys mentioned before about how things started to develop, I feel like some of the things you guys have attempted are only possible when at one point you get to the point where it's like, shit, this could happen.
Yeah.
Let's actually do it, as opposed to just, hey, Motherland. Yeah, that's a good name. You know what I mean? Like, as opposed to
really,
it's like, shit. What does Motherland mean now?
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like, so what was that process of going from broken instruments in a garage to becoming Nirvana? Like, you know what I mean? Like what?
When I first met Ray and he was a rapper, like he was just one of them dudes where like I knew he was gonna make it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and like it's the same as like all the boys. Like Ray was always that artist, even before Motherland existed. Where I was like, this guy's actually got it. Like
got something about him,
Good Nights. Like the numbers on that. Like I don't know. There's not many local artists not many artists in Australia that are still doing those numbers. And like, when was that? Back in 2015 or something? I think it's got like 22.5K.
Hey, but shouts out to him, like, because at one
man.
point there it looked like he might have been on his phone, like, 'cause he's a popular Arab. But he was actually rolling the wire on his finger because he's humbled about his mate talking good about him. Like, that's solid, bro.
But yeah, like I always just knew him as like an artist that he had the confidence in himself and I had the confidence in him. So like, when I started like writing and stuff, and when I started becoming an artist, I don't know, even after that, like stuff just fell into place really well, and like it was just that reassuring feeling, like of all these subtle things that are happening, like who we met, or like the music that we wrote,
the dots
or,
connecting.
like, the dots just connected, man. And so like,
was it scaring you at times? Like, what the?
It was definitely like new and it was foreign, but I don't know. It was exciting. It's always been exciting, man. Like everything that's happened. There's nothing really that's happened yet that I've been like, fuck, like, am I going to regret this? Am I not going to like doing this? Like, everything that's happened, I know full well this is exactly what I want to happen right now.
It's big manifestation.
Yeah.
You manifest that stuff and it will happen 100%.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
I feel like
question,
is there like just that process of going from
while we did it
and especially going from like we're just having fun spitting bars now, like what's it turn into someone going like, hey, let's get a producer, let's work on this track and actually finish a track, as opposed to, hey, let's all get on this track and spit a bar each, you know? Like,
I don't know, I just feel like because we've always wanted to do it as our career, we always will like, well, let's just do everything now. You know what I mean? Like, let's start it well, complete our stuff. Like,
strike while the iron's hot, sort of thing,
let's do it properly, and like, let's actually let's plan. Like, when I decided that I wanted to be an artist, I actually went out there and studied music. Like, I was always listening to music, but I went out there, I'd listen to an album a week and stuff, and like, I'd really
become a student of the art.
I'd become a student of the art, and like the boys inspired that because they are that too, and like I was all foreign to this. But when I decided, I just like studied it and did it properly, and like that's we just make sure we do shit properly, and because we want it to work out. Like I'm hoping, and I know he is too, like our next song's our biggest song, so like I want to make sure that this next song is
the best,
a professional song. It's not just like
just
a half, and like so people like have something to rip my about and stuff. Like, I want to make sure it's a
quality,
quality.
Sure,
I want to put out, and we're the same, quality over quantity, man. I want to make, and he does too. Like, we want to make the best music. So
yeah, that's the same attitude that we have. We say that's what Good Smoke. Like everyone's.
I love that name, by the way, man.
Thank you.
Best name on the radio station.
Thanks, man. But with Good Smoke, we try to say that's what the people that we bring in here are the Good Smoke. Like everywhere we go, there's like some sort of good smoke happening, whether it be good or bad, and we're just trying to highlight the good. And I feel like I would say to Brenner before, like if there was a map with all lights on it, and we looked at Australia, Australia has no lights. We don't know anyone here, sort of thing. It's like you have to go to America to get known, and then come here and it's like, oh, you've been to America. It's like, what's wrong with here? There's grass, there's sun, there's we got
We're all
everything.
normal. We're all normal.
Yeah,
We got
yeah.
5
Six
fingers.
So just we appreciate that we're motherland, and you guys are good smoke to us. So keep the vibes going.
I love that.
On a more somber note, not that it's super somber, it's not like anyone died, but I guarantee you guys go through not only haters, hardships, where the dream starts going on. Now, what are we thinking, man? This isn't going to work. Like, tell us about like going through that and how you guys get through that. Or if you've had them, maybe you haven't had. Maybe it's been so hunky dory. It's like, nah, bro.
I literally usually get it every time I can't write. When I become creatively blocked, I'm always doubting, but not to the point where I'm gonna say I'm giving up. Because that's never an option.
Yeah,
that's never an option for any of us. We're all in it together. One makes it, we all make it.
Yeah.
But it's usually when creative blocks happen. It sorts to like, I wouldn't say depress me, but it affects me because I carry so much with my music, and I want my music to be my bread and butter. And I want that for everybody else.
Yeah, for sure.
And like. Oh yeah, go on, you speak.
I was saying it's about the thing about the
Give me the
haters.
mic, bro.
Give me the mic. No, just thinking about that. We haven't had like an overwhelming amount of hate yet, but like at the end of the day, man, people are gonna like there's people that just have such a negative outlook on life that they're gonna find the shittest part out of everything,
for sure,
and then that's on them. At the end of the day, like as long as I know that I have other people, especially people that. Like around, like that appreciating our music.
Yeah, the inner circle.
Fuck the haters,
Yeah,
if you will.
yeah.
So cliche.
How about like in group tension, like, and it's not like, and I'm not saying that this has happened, but like someone I don't know, just
Sometimes that happens between like honestly, probably I don't really fight with a lot of people, and I don't fight with Buddha. It's more like a creative
tension
argument, you know what I mean?
Iron sharpens
Yeah,
iron.
exactly.
Yeah.
And that's always fixed within like a day or two. We don't really dwell and like make it all lag and stuff. We just get it over and done with and then move on.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, and they're like outside like a just me and pleaser. Like they're like obviously all group have tensions and stuff, but like at the end of the day, we both know. Like I know we've had like a couple like butt heads with a couple of the boys and stuff over like opinions and critiques of music and stuff, but it's got to like remember at the day, I know in my heart they want the best for me, and so like the stuff they're saying, they have good intentions. Like they're not directly putting me down. So like he knows that too, and like we all know that about everyone, and like they're happy to critique us like if they see fit and when they see fit and stuff, and like we'll always take that in and stuff. It's good, yeah.
You gotta have criticism.
You gotta have, yeah.
Otherwise, if everybody's telling you it's all good, then you don't really know how to better yourself.
Yeah.
And that's what the boys do. They give us honest opinions, and then we work on that, and we grow. We grow as artists, and we grow as friends too. Not just within
Grow
the
as a
music.
team.
Yeah,
It's a motherland gang.
Exactly.
I'm gonna play this song, Willow Tree, because you spoke about it. Just a quick rap, like what's it about? What's Willow Tree mean and stuff like that?
So this is like one of the first like trappy songs that I sort of wrote. So shout out Pax, by the way. He's our dad as well. He's another dad of ours. He's sort of like he was our first producer and was sort of like one of the first guys to seriously
Take us serious.
like take us serious and like see like apart from the boys and stuff to like genuinely see something in us. So this is one of the first tracks that we wrote with him. It's definitely one of the slappers. It's got heavy bass. It's more of our trap stuff. But yeah, this is just a raw track about Willow Tree. So the hook, a lot of people probably don't realize, but Willow Tree, Motherland. So just basically like opens up, although it's in a hard tone, which is like it's weird, it's ironic, but it's just saying that like I love the brothers and I'm putting it all into my music in summary, basically.
Nice.
All
right, guys, this is Willow Tree by Motherland. Remember that number 95509552. Also check out radioskidrow.org and goodsmoke.com.au. And we'll keep it going. Remember, call the number while the music's playing so that it doesn't get called in while we're on the interview. Someone just called while we interview, so I couldn't answer it. So
sorry to whoever that was.
Called, just call back if you're still listening. So this one here is Willow Tree. Hope you guys like it. It's Radio Skid Row 88.9. It's Radio Skid Row 88.9, and you've been listening to Good Smoke. If you just tuned in, We've had Motherland in the building. Also, it's nearly 8 o'clock, so we're nearly done, and I hate that it goes so fast.
Sucks.
I know, but you know, this gives us the opportunity to get these guys in again. So, you know, tease them a little bit and then get them back into that.
100%.
I hope you guys have been enjoying this. As you know, when we got artists on, we try to get them to either rap their lyrics that they already have, or you know, go freestyles. But whatever you want to do, we've got a little beat here called Waves. They just come up with it. It's their little personal one. Who made this one?
Just a mate, he's on his socials. He's not really a producer or anything yet, but if you hit him on socials, JMC. He's actually a videographer in Western Sydney. So if anyone's looking to get some stuff done, for I'm pretty sure he does pretty fair rate. So if you guys are looking to get a JMC, so JAY space MC.
Mad.
Yeah, man. He's in it for the game, so he's doing clips for a lot of people.
Okay. And what's this song about that we're about to listen to?
Nothing.
Whole lot of nothing.
Yeah, mad.
Whole lot of nothing.
Just going crazy on the beat.
This is one of the songs.
Nice.
Just collab together.
Okay. We had an artist last week, and he dropped some fire as well. And he went. Yeah, he went with a. Was it last week or the week before? He went the week before. Doug.
Wasn't it 2 weeks?
2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. This not my brother.
DJ.
This guy that
DJ.
is on the board here. And he's into hip hop too. And he went for 10 minutes. He has his own beat.
Wow.
He had a producer.
We're gonna come with that.
Yeah.
Come with that next time.
But you know, it could be
Full
short and
5 fingers
sweet, and you
death
could, you know,
action.
rip it up now, you know. So this one's called Waves, and we're just gonna play the beat and keep you on, and
get it.
and hopefully, you know, the people out there will like it. Remember that number 95509552. Call when the music stop playing. When the music starts playing after, you know, we go into a break and all that. Don't call during this because we want to get this
Call them
exclusive there. So when you guys are ready to change beats or change rapping, grab them, or even just turn the mic. Don't even grab the whole thing. So we'll go from there. All right, I'm gonna turn my mics down. We're gonna go with this. Hold up a sec. Woo! She. Radio Skid Row 8.9. Listen, good smoke.
Motherland.
We used to hopscotch and cop rock and pop lock. Now we're getting bigger, we cop scotch and hot rock. Up sharp, rocking with the cutie with the booty at hard knocks. We rock hard, gonna get it coming like stomp yard and porn sites. Long pause for brainstorms. We heavy and we witty, you can call me a brain star. When we getting jiggy, bitch, you someone like porn storms, you swap cars. So never put a limit on the vision till you come and kick it. Wizard spitting scriptures while I'm living West of Sydney. I'm one of a kind, that's why you can't correct my mind. Middle of the night, you find me at your neck, we pointing like a knife because we sharp. Mine bends fine, no project spot. It's an art when we spit it and live it up in the bar. It's that fuel for the mission to make it up out this hard place where we partake and we can't take no. That's why I'm way past those who never got it together. My credible syllables better delivered than edible letters. I'm feasting on competitive sweaters and dressing weekend like they legs together. And I'm eating like a top of the cheddar. The Eminem up in me creeping like a Hannibal Lecter. So don't be sleeping while I'm shooting the center. Rappers go to get a little bit better and letting go when only putting in a minimal effort.
See, I think we got a problem. Look at us rapping again. While we in habitat, we rap attacking, hashing our friend. Picture the matter, superstition, motherland in the Benz with the windows be rolled down so we can puff on the gram. Trying to find the right words to fit the right rhymes. Right now, I don't give a fuck. Our city, our town, wow. Listen to me, pretty please, baby, don't cry now. We're similar to the Thriller, like when we about to lie down. Stop for a minute, I pop with the feeling little lamb. Now we under the sheets. Tell me what's the use, so baby, show me your moves. We're dancing on the moonlight, there ain't nothing to see. I got a bitch on the other line, she calling 100 times. I swear to God, it's crazy how she fucking with me. We can start at the bar and end up back in the bed, and I can be your Adam Dashel, baby, you be my Eve. It's Motherland, haha.
It's a little raw one.
A little something.
A little something.
Little taser.
Yeah, definitely a little taser for us because I'm wasn't Actually, that was fun.
Let the beat play out.
Da 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 da.
Fire.
Da 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 da. We need to extend this song.
Yeah, bit of back and forth action going. But I think, how long we got left?
It's Radio Skid Row 88.9. It's good smoke. Been listening to Motherland.
Fire.
That was mad. You know what the funny thing is? Everyone in the studio didn't hear that. They just heard you rapping. They never heard the music.
Yeah.
So they're just looking at you screaming. And me and us three are just going like this. So Brenno was looking at you going, What does it sound like?
No, I knew,
Could you hear
bro.
it?
I was
Could you
just
hear it?
obsessed with the lyrical wordplay straight out.
Cheers, bro.
you,
There's
bro.
some
No,
there's
but-
some funky stuff in there.
No, that was
That's
awesome,
pretty-
man. That sounded
jam-packed.
like fun, and you guys together.
It was fun.
If you didn't catch it on obviously on the sounds, but in the video when you go watch it, they both are just collabing together, going on the mic together. It was awesome, man.
That's how it always is, man.
So like we got like 5 minutes left. Let's just wrap it all up. Let's do a shout out to everyone that you love, all the guys that
you go
support us.
first because I'm going to be taking like 3
He's
minutes.
gonna take ages. All right, fuck. Let's do it. I'm nervous. Obviously, shout out my family. My mum's fucking supporting me or whatever. My brothers, I don't talk to them, but they're mad.
Nice,
The
boys.
brothers. Shout out to obviously the boys, Motherland, everyone that's out of that. #55. Every cunt in my life that has led to this moment and what we're doing, I fucking love you. Shout out Pax. Shout out fucking Gambino. Shout out fucking Inferno. Shout out fucking Gretchy, Isaac Perla, Peoples in Person. Shout out every motherfucker in the Sydney scene. And I'm going to pass it on to Ray because he's going to be about 2 minutes.
Alright, so here we go. Shout out Daniel. Nah, I'm joking. Nah, shout out all my family, holding it down. All the black fellas out there, all the sisters and brothers, do your thing. Shout out my mom, my brother, my fucking sister, my nans, my uncles, my aunties, all the brothers from Amy Plain. Shout out Motherland, 2750. Shout out the whole sector. Let's go Penrith shutdown thing. You dig?
Guys, this has been an awesome session. I really enjoyed you guys coming in.
This is fun, man.
I'm glad you liked it, man.
I hope we can do this again.
And this is your
No
first
doubt.
time here, eh? The
This is
first time in the radio.
First time on radio.
So you guys, you did very well, I reckon.
World premiere. World premiere.
Guys, we're here every Tuesday, 6 to 8, and we're gonna have more good smoke coming along. These are just the beginnings of it. Good things happening. Support these guys.
Coming.
Go to our Facebook. Look at the SoundCloud they have. They got all their songs up on there. What about Facebook? You guys don't have that yet, right?
No.
We do, but it's not really active.
Okay.
So
Yeah, not very active.
yeah,
So
check out
just
their
Instagram,
their SoundCloud.
and
their YouTube.
We're gonna have a couple. We're gonna have some tracks come uploaded on
We got a secret drop
Spotify.
coming. Can't say so much.
Yeah, can't say a lot, but we're gonna have a lot more stuff on Spotify and stuff, so it's gonna be easy to listen to and stream.
So all you listeners out there, if you check out our Facebook, that's Smudgoke or Good Smoke, just with the G and the SM swapped places. On Instagram or even on Twitter, you can find out whatever you need to find out for Motherland and how to keep following them. And also, make sure you like, share, comment, whatever our
Keep
page.
supporting these
Keep
fellas,
doing that
man.
thing.
Keep
Yeah,
supporting
100%.
these bros.
Yeah.
They're mad.
No
Genuinely.
doubt.
Shout out Good Smoke, straight up. Thank you,
Shout
boys.
out.
Thank
Fuck
you, boys,
you.
for having us on.
No,
Really
appreciate
appreciate
you
it.
coming on,
Honestly,
man.
honestly
Shout to you
appreciate
guys.
it.
You know what? There's last one question. It's a 2-minute question. Not even. It's a minute.
2-minute question.
Yeah.
You,
It's a-
how long's this
two-
answer?
Listen, just ask all the artists that come in. What
Yeah.
are some last inspirational words that you would like to leave? That you want to see yourself in 5 years? Go, fuck. I was woke back then. What's something they want to give to the youth or anyone that's inspiring to do something new?
Tunnel vision, man. Follow what you think is right, and if you have a good, healthy group of people around you, listen to them, listen to the people around you. Listen to every motherfucker. You can learn off everyone. Just keep doing what you love and just stay adamant, because it can happen.
And don't doubt yourself at all. Keep doing your thing. Keep on keeping on. Don't worry about anybody else. Keep that tunnel vision, like Buddha said, and just work towards your goals because you will get there.
Folks, that's Pleaser and Buddha Smoke in the building, and together they are Motherland with a bunch of other people in the collective, creative artists. So make sure you check them out. That's Motherland, Mvthalvnd.
Yeah.
Zing. I did that with my eyes closed.
Shout out to all the listeners out there. Shout out
Gonna
to all
have
the
a
good
seat.
smokers. I hope everyone's doing well.
Shout out to
Remember-
the good smokers.
Yeah.
Shout out to the
Check
good
us out next week every Tuesday 6 to 8
And
check
everyone
out
following us.
our socials and all that, and keep on Radio Skid Row. We've got good shows coming up, so radioskidrow.org and goodsmoke.com.au. It's been Radio Skid Row. It's Good Smoke.
We out.
All of you.
Everyone get in there. Everyone
It's
get in.
Motherland. We here. We live.